Live on the FIBA Basketball Channel, we get set for a Group B matchup between China and Canada. Michael Cerrone with you. We have already had two incredible games to start the 2025 FIBA U19 World Cup. Argentina and New Zealand over in Group A started the day, 5-point win for New Zealand. And in the late stages of a 2-point game right now, Mali and Serbia. And now it's China and Canada to kick off Group B play. Canada won bronze in the 2024 U18 America Cup to get here. They went 4-2 in that event, and they sit at number 6 in the power rankings ahead of their first game. China, on the other hand, sitting at number 11 in the U19 World Cup power rankings after finishing third in the 2024 U18 Asia Cup. Some stars on both sides of the floor today. Canada in red, China in white. And we are just moments away from tipping off in Lausanne, Switzerland. The other two teams in Group B will also get started in just a moment, Slovenia and Germany. But China and Canada just a few minutes away from tip-off, live on the FIBA Basketball Channel, where you can watch every single game and every highlight from the U19 World Cup. 16 fantastic teams represented in this event. Happy to be back for another year of FIBA basketball, and it's the U19 Men's World Cup. Kicking us off, China and Canada. The women's tournament will tip off on July 12th. 3 days of group play in this event before we hit the knockout stage, where Slovenia and Germany, the Group B teams. Joseph Barkowskis, James Grigual, and Matthew Myers, the referees today. From Cody Arena in Lausanne, Switzerland, just moments away from tipping off China and Canada in their first games of the tournament. Olivier Rioux, 7'9", will tip off for Canada. Sinan Wan stands at center court for China. Group B of the FIBA U19 World Cup is underway as Rioux taps the opening tip-off ahead, but Canada immediately turns it over a little too quick ahead for Tristan Beckford, and the ball goes to China quickly. Sinan Wan, a star, number 77 in the nation, according to 24/7 Sports in the class of 2026. Plays his ball at Georgetown Prep in Maryland. The give down low, blocked by Ryu. Sinan Wan going up with it. Olivier Ryu, 7'9", making his presence felt early. Misfire on the three. China pushing the pace ahead. This is Wan at the elbow. Driving on Ryu. Contact, but a travel first. Olivier Ryu defensively making things difficult on Sinan Wan in the first 38 seconds. Ryu took a developmental red shirt for the national champions over at Florida. He was on the 2023 U19 AmeriCup squad as another missed shot up for the Canadians. Offensive rebound fought for, and a foul down low goes against Hangte Wang. Ryu was a part of last year's U18 AmeriCup team, where Canada finished with bronze, averaged 4.5 points and rebounds per game. This is Adriel Miura at the line. First shot is good to crack the scoreboard first for Canada. Miura, playing in his first FIBA tournament, will be suiting up for USF this coming college basketball season. Miura goes 2 for 2. Canada leads 2-0. Update in Group A. Mali closes out with a 72-70 win over Serbia. That game has gone final. This is Wan with the ball. Surveys. Give up. Chu a three. That goes. Chung Chu knocked it down, and China on the board. Chu plays his high school basketball in China. He was coached by former NBA player Chuck Person as he knocks down the triple. Response no good from Olajuwon. In transition, nice bounce pass and left-handed layup. Chinese bench starting to make some noise. Kick to the corner, attack the basket. Another turnover. And another easy two in transition. 7-0 run for China. Olajuwon gets to the basket. He has it. Wan with another rejection. Wan with 2 straight blocks. Slices inside. Kick. Corner 3 off the back iron. Rebound on the attack and a blocking foul. They'll say it was on the shot. 2 free throws coming. Second personal foul already against Hangte Wang. Two and a half minutes in. Canada still without a field goal. China riding a 7-0 run to this 5-point lead. First free throw goes. Roman Diaz, we'll see if he has any early corrections. Diaz was with this team last year. (7-4) after 2 free throws from Jayon Pitt, his first points of the event. Wan with it up top. Give up Chu. Weaves inside. Pass to the wing. Chu gets it back. And he was stepping out of bounds when he received that pass. Niora handles up top. Bounce pass inside. Hook shot drops in. Canada has their first field goal. Lead back down to 1 for China. Chu, the 5'11", 17-year-old, has been handling the point guard duties to start this game for the Chinese team. As that gets knocked out of bounds, we'll stay on this end with 6:39 to play in the first. 4 10-minute quarters. There's a corner 3 off the iron. Sifeng Wan gets the rebound, twin brother of Sinan. Sifeng Wan also plays his basketball in the United States at Bishop O'Connell in Virginia. Chu looking for Wan, lost it. It was knocked off of Canada. Four on the timer for Chu. Deep right wing 3. Doesn't go. Cleared by Olajuwon, who pushes ahead. Inside, through traffic, won't go. Foul on the rebound against Tristan Beckford. That's his first. (7-6) China in the early going. But Canada has cut into the lead. Canadians struck first with a pair of free throws, and then China went on a 7-0 spurt. Just one field goal so far for Canada. Chu bumps off the defender, gets inside, and a foul. That's Boyuan Chang picking up the foul. That's his first offensive against China, so it's 6 minutes to go in the first. Canada gets it back. Niora handles up top. Niora with a 6-inch height advantage on Chu. Get to the spot, put it up, but it won't go. Offensive rebound, strong from Beckford. Corner 3. That one was left well short. If you have any bold predictions for us in the U19 World Cup, go to the official World Cup game predictor on the U19 FIBA website for a chance to win some great prizes. 90% of votes going to Canada before this game tipped off. This is Yi Yang. Dishes back for Wan. On the attack, got caught in midair. That was Zhizhang Chen. And he lost it out of bounds. Chen wanting a foul. Doesn't get it. Back to the Canadians trailing by a point. Just about halfway through the first quarter. Beckford lines it up. Off the mark. Another offensive rebound. Fighting through, and another block for Wan. That's his third. Back for Wan. Euro step. Left hand won't go. Second attempt also won't drop. Up ahead. Left-handed layup drops in. Canada retakes the lead at 8-7. Chung loses possession. Race ahead. And Another turnover back the other way. Last touch by Oliogu. Ifosa Oliogu committed to play at Butler next season. On the attack, lay-in doesn't drop. Spencer Aarons trying to get on the score sheet. And on the rebound, tapped out by Canada. An 8-7 lead with 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Shui triggers in. This is Liu. Young stops on a dime. Fung almost slipped, able to keep his footing. 5 to shoot. Al Fung to the elbow, and he got fouled. Late in the shot clock, and Canada gives up 2 free throws for Al Fung. Al Fung averaged 4.7 points, 2 assists, just under 2 rebounds at the 2024 Asia Cup at the U18 level. 6'9", 19-year-old, first free throw rims out. Xiaobing Chu, the head coach for China, looking on. Second from Fung is good, and we are tied at 8 apiece. Jordan Charles was key for Canada in last year's U17 World Cup. 4 in red. This is him with the ball. Almost 16 points a game for Charles in that tournament. Undersized guard, but a great scorer. Shake and bake from Pitt. 3 to shoot, and that one's rejected by Sifeng Wan. Another turnover on that far sideline. Second time China has stepped on that side. Jordan Charles again will run the point here. Cross court for Pitt. Back to Charles. Wide open for 3. But he missed it. Offensive rebound cleared and laid back in for Jayon Pitt. Two-point lead for Canada. 2.5 to go in quarter number 1. Pass inside for Liu. Liu turns, puts it up off the front of the rim. Quick 3 in transition. Bottoms. Spencer Aarons knocks it down. Canada has a 5-point lead. Timeout with 2:12 remaining. It's 13-8 Canada.
Since 1962, Warriors have fought for the crown, creating legends with every battle. Warriors turned into princes, princes into kings, and kings into heroes. Now, a new battle begins. Who will be crowned next?
We resume play as China starts the second quarter with the basketball in the hands of Chung Chu. Now it's Sinan Wan. Getting Maxi Meyer in the air, but Jordan Charles pokes it free. Charles, lob it up, throw it down! A 10-point lead with an exclamation point. Ifosa Oliogu going upstairs. Chu to the free throw line. There's a response. Chung Chu now with 5 points. Charles, Oliogu. Right back to Charles. That's a tough leaning jumper from the elbow, and he left it short. Chu with his head up. Ball on a string, rejected by Meyer. Aaron's on the break. He loses it. Chu drops it off. Chen. Zhizheng Chen, give it up. Right wing three. Wang can't get it to fall. Meyer back to Charles, poked loose by Chu. Chung Chu with his hand in the lane. And Chu drops it in. An 8-second violation. Jordan Charles having trouble getting it up. Good defense from Chung Chu. And Charles will now head to the bench. Adriel Niora checks back in. Six in white. Qingchuan Chui, 4.7 points per game in last year's U18 Asia Cup. And Chui will trigger back in after coming off the bench. Late in the shot clock, Zhizheng Chen knocks it down. Just inside the three-point arc, 2 minutes into the second quarter, China has it back down to a 4-point game. Lead was 8 after the first. Aarons weaves inside. Oliogu left wing triple. Rattles out, tipped around, last touch by Canada.
Yeah, c'est good. Ok, vas-y, parle.
1, 2, 1, 2, 2, tu m'entends?
Oui, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Ok, on peut augmenter là, on augmente là.
Ouais, c'est bon, ça marche.
Vas-y, parle-moi.
Impeccable, ça marche de mon côté, impeccable.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Chu gets the screen, gets inside. Meyer there defensively, knocked it away, but it was last touched by Abdulaziz Olajuwon. It'll stay on the baseline with China. Chui, right back to Chu. Late in the shot clock, they got to get up a shot. It rattles off. Nice job by Hangto Wang to put up the shot, though. Niora thought about it. Inside, extra feed.
Yeah, okay.
Corner three won't go.
Yeah, okay.
That was way off the mark from Olajuwon. And a travel on the other end. Canada might have gotten away with one on that travel, because if they didn't have that, might have been a goaltend. Zhizheng Chen walked with it. 6:52 to go in quarter number 2. 4-point lead for Canada. Niora inside for Meyer. Meyer puts it up off the backboard. To the corner, Chui Baseline attack, great defense down low. Olajuwon, transition three off the iron. Strong offensive rebound for Nanny, and he gets fouled. Onyx Nanny drawing contact from Sinan Wan, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. First against Sinan Wan. China wants to keep him as available as possible. 7'1", 18-year-old. 13 points a game in last year's U17 World Cup. That same summer, he played in the U18 Asia Cup. Wasn't as effective. Just over 5 points a game in that tournament. But Wan, a key player. One of two Wan twins on this team, Sinan and Sifeng. The Wan's mother, Chenking Ma, played for the Chinese Olympic team in 1996. And the twins started playing basketball when they were 6. They moved to the United States to learn more, not only about basketball, but just about another culture in general. China with the basketball here. Shui hands it off. Chen lines it up. Top of the arc. Won't drop. Niora had it for a moment. Hong To Wong stepping in, and he gets fouled. Wong able to pick it up. Stefan Illich gets whistled. Correction, that's actually Matt Dan. 12 in red. Dan will be playing at Sam Houston next year. Hong To Wong, first free throw too strong. He was another player that played in both the U17 World Cup and U18 Asia Cup last summer. Averaged almost identical stat lines in both tournaments. He goes 0 for 2 at the line. Niora and Beckford go back and forth. Niora inside, was trying to force it down low for Dan. Couldn't find him. Young can't shake Niora, but a foul called. That's against Adriel Niora. First against Niora with 5:32 to go in the second quarter. 5-point lead for Canada. It was a slow start, but after China called that timeout with about 2.5 to go in the first, these offenses have picked it up. Slice inside, rejected by Dan. Zhizhang Chen has it knocked back. Back to Canada here. Matt Dan, a part of the U18 AmeriCup squad last year. Almost 6 rebounds a game. 6'11". Rim protector down low. And he can get it done offensively too. Here he sets the screen. And he leads to the floater and one. Onyx Nanny going to the line with the chance at 3. Nanny is one of 3 players on this Canada team who will be playing at USF next season. Niora and Beckford will join him there. According to ESPN, a top 35 power forward in the country. There's a follow-up jam. Off the free throw. You don't see that often. Tristan Beckford getting up for it. And there's another turnover. Corner 3, too strong, loose on the rebound, and stepping out of bounds was Dan. 9-point lead after the follow-up flush.
different rules in FIBA play than in the United States or some of these other countries where you can clean the ball off of the rim and it is not a goaltend. And that was the case there. Back outside, Chong straightaway three. Yes! Hua-Fei Chong knocking that one down for his first bucket. On the other end, Nanny missed it badly, gets his own miss and lays it back in. The response for Onyx Nanny. Another one, airballed into the hands of Beckford. Nanny up ahead. Nanny inside, two-hand slam won't go. Dan offensive rebound and he gets fouled. Active hands on the offensive glass for Canada. Abdulaziz Olajuwon had the first look on the jam. Couldn't push it home. But another follow-up for Matt Dan, and he has 2 free throws coming, trying to make it a 10-point lead for Canada. Beckford checks out of the game. Matt Dan gets set at the free throw line. First from Dan is short. 8-point lead for Roman Diaz and Canada with 4:07 to go in the second quarter. Dan splits the pair. We've seen Canada succeed in the U19 World Cup. They won gold 8 years ago and have made it to the quarterfinal round in the last 6 events. Young on the left wing, being hounded. Floater from Young, no. Juan fighting for it with Dan, and it gets knocked away to Canada. Pitt thought about it, kicks back out. Top of the key three is short. Tapped out of bounds, last touch by China. Ball will stay on this side with Canada as Onyx Nanny heads to the bench. That's Sifeng Wan, number 10 in white, twin brother of Sinan. Keep an eye out that these two are on the floor at the same time. They said they don't have to talk much when they play together, just a little eye contact, and they know what the other is going to do. So the two of them out there at the same time. 3-2 strong, controlled by Chong. Back up top for Chung Chu now. Chu. Screen coming from Wan. He uses it to the right side. Chu, blocked from behind. Up the floor, Niora. Dan. Gets to the paint. Dan, rejected. Wan got a piece of it. 8 to shoot for Canada. Niora. Near the half-court line. Niora to Dan, and he drops it in. Not sure if it was an intended pass for Adriel Niora, but it works either way, and China calls to timeout. 36-25 Canada, largest lead of the game. 2:42 to go in the second. Be right back on the FIBA Basketball Channel. Become a FIBA YouTube member now. Unlock exclusive content, enjoy members-only videos and photos, access our dedicated Discord server, and get more exciting perks. Pick one of our rookie, starter, or MVP tiers and be a part of our growing community today. 36-25, Canada on top of China with 2:46 to play in the second quarter. The first game of Group B play at the FIBA U19 World Cup from Switzerland. Largest lead of the game for either side today at 11. Chu gives it up. Chung, extra feed, and the three is well short as Chu, chases it down and taps it out of bounds back to Canada. Niora directing traffic for Canada. Niora, drop off. Meyer couldn't get it. Staying with it. Still with Canada. Another rejection. And China finally clears the rebound. 4 attempts on that trip down the floor for the Canadians, and they couldn't cash in. Chu walks it up for China, looking to cut into the deficit. Chu gives it up, straight away three, around the rim, and tapped off by Meyer. That one hung there for a while. Oliogu draws contact. That'll go against Sifeng Wan. Wan just a little late to his spot. First free throw good. Of 2 for Oliogu. Top 120 player in the country according to 24/7 Sports Composites rankings. Headed to Butler this season. Chose the Bulldogs over offers from Maryland, Alabama, Auburn, and many more. As he puts Canada up by 13 with inside 2 to go in the first half. Chu finds Wan. Gets it right back. Chu spins to the elbow. Tough jumper. Drops it in. Nice dribble pickup from Chung Chu for the bucket. Niora. Oliogu. Zips inside and gets fouled. Ifosa Oliogu, very effective today in drawing contact. 2 more shots coming from the stripe. Oliogu out of William Academy in Toronto. Before that, played at Overtime Elite. Abdulaziz Olajuwon heads to the bench. Foul goes against Chung Chu. That's his first personal. Minute 19 to go. First free throw good for Oliogu. Two for 2. Canada leads 40-27. 24-16 after the first quarter, and Canada has continued to extend the lead. Chen able to get it across and find Chu. Chung inside. Chung can't drop it in. Meyer the rebound. Inside, off the glass and in. Tough shot. And it goes. back to Canada. 15-point lead with 41.1 remaining in the second quarter. Hangto Wang and Ao Feng check back in for China. Canada basketball. They can wind the clock down to inside 20 seconds. Oliogu to the top of the key. Drive in. Spinning off the glass and it won't drop. Feng clears. Chu stops, pops, and hits. Chung Chu cuts into the lead. 13. Canada can hold for one to end the first half. And it looks like that's exactly what they'll do. Charles weaves. Charles, step back three, missed everything. China has time, but they throw it out of bounds, and that will do it for the first half. An exciting first 20 minutes. I believe that'll do it. Or will we get an inbound first? Looks like they might add a couple ticks of a second back on. Referees discuss, and we're not going anywhere just yet. Canada will have to put it back in play. Not sure there will even be enough time to get off a shot. Canada calls a timeout to talk it over.
Kubian has to put it up, and he does. He makes it. Watch out. Can you believe it? And he nails the deep triple.
Big time play, beautiful pass.
Well deserved, and the white and light blue confetti stream.
We bring you back to the FIBA basketball channel for one final inbound for Canada. We'll see exactly how much time is on the clock. Around 1 second for Canada to get off this shot to end the first half. It's in. Half-court heave. Does not go, and that does it for the first 20 minutes. Took an extra possession, but the first half comes to a close. Canada leads 42-29. We'll see you on the other side of this break for the second half between Canada and China at the FIBA U19 World Cup.
Since 1962, Warriors have fought for the crown, creating legends with every battle. Warriors turned into princes, princes into kings, and kings into heroes. Now, a new battle begins. Who will be crowned next?
Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now.
And there is a thundering dunk. Kubian has to put it up, and he does. He makes it. Watch out. Can you believe it? And he nails the deep triple.
Big time play, beautiful pass.
Well deserved, and the white and light blue confetti stream. Incredible! You can't make it up! In my house!
Get your tickets at more.com.
For every fan in the stands, for every player on the court, every dunk, every block, for every moment, there's a legacy to be left behind. It all starts here.
This is what it's all about. It's been all about thriving under pressure. You have to prove that you can finish. Barcelona driving in, into the lane, and it up the bonus! What a rejection! It is undeniable. They win the FIBA Eurobasket title.
I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets now.
20 minutes down and 20 to play. Canada leading China 42-29 after the first half. The first game of Group B play at the FIBA U19 World Cup. Canada a 13-point lead at the break. Ifosa Oliogu leading the way. 8 players scored for the Canadians. Oliogu with 10 points. Jayon Pitt and Spencer Aarons with 8 apiece. On the other side for China, 11 points for Chung Chu. And something to keep an eye on, Sinan Wan, the top player on this team, did not score. Offensively, just 1 assist and no points for him. Defensively, 5 blocks. So making his presence felt, but he has not found the score sheet yet. Last year, 13 points a game at the U17 World Cup. So we'll see if he is able to get the offense going. And it's not to discredit Sinan Wan. Canada defensively has been doing an incredible job down low. Olivier Rioux, 32 in red, 7'9". He was making it tough early, and then he was on the bench for a while. Matt Dan was his backup, and he stepped in, did a great job, as did Maxime Meyer. Meyer and Dan both at 6'11". So things are hard for Sinan Wan down low, but he's still on the other end. He was loud with those 5 blocks. 13-point lead for Canada. After the first half, we're just moments away from getting started in the third quarter. The other side of Group B, Slovenia on top of Germany with 8.5 to go in the second quarter, 23-19. Close game there. This one was close for a while and still is very well within reach for China. A 13-point game. The second half is underway. We flip sides and Canada immediately turns it over. Canada in red, China in white. From Lausanne, Switzerland, a beautiful day, 85 degrees and sunny to begin this tournament. Chung Chu handles. Now back up top for Boyuan Chung. Chung lines up a 3 off the heel. Olajuwon pushes. Olajuwon the cross. Kick out. In the corner. Baseline attack. Won't go. Ryu taps it out, but it's picked up by Ao Feng. Feng stops inside. Wong lost it. Last touch by China. Hang Te Wong unable to hold on. Niora handles. Screen from Pitt. Olajuwon deep 3. Too strong. And Chu clears the board. Chung Chu, a very capable rebounder despite being 5'11". On the attack, Boyuan Chung gets it out, and Ao Feng is fouled. A pair of rebounds for the point guard, number 1, Chung Chu. Sinan Wan, 7'1" for China, does not have a rebound in this game. Again, he has been held silent outside of those 5 blocks. 3 of them came within the first minute or so. There is Wan, 12 in white, gets rid of it. Chu, 5 to shoot. Chu, dancing, step back triple, got fouled. 3 free throws coming for Chung Chu. Ifosa Oliogu oversteps and fouls. Chung Chu in the first half, 11 points on 5 of 9 shooting. 1 for 2 from beyond the arc to go along with an assist and a rebound. First free throw rattles in. China took home bronze in the 2024 U18 Asia Cup to qualify. Came into this tournament at number 11 in the power rankings. 3 for 3 for Chung Chu, and China back within 10 first points of the second half. Oliogu gets it on the hand. Niora, triple, left it short. Got caught in midair. Juan turns it over. Niora crosses. Niora, finger roll, drops in high off the glass. Juan, fouled by Ryu. 2 shots for Sinan Juan, still looking for his first points. First personal against the big man, Olivier Ryu. Guinness World Record holder as the tallest teenager, Olivier Ryu was 6'1" when he was 8 years old, 6'11" by 6th grade, and he has grown to be 7'9" after his first year in college. And coaches love the way Ryu moves for his size. Juan on the board with the pair. 44-34, 2 minutes into quarter number 3. Olajuwon, now Charles. Fade away at the free throw line. Jayon Pitt gets it to go. Jayon Pitt into double figures with 10. Fung. Ao Fung gets it back. Wong thought about it a couple times. Drives in. Sinan Juan. Hounded by Ryu. Olajuwon gets in. Pokes it free. And a 5-second violation. Back to Canada with a 10-point lead. Quickly ahead, Oliogu looking in for Ryu off his fingertips and controlled by Boyuan Chung. Juan finally got the switch off of Ryu to get Jayon Pitt. Pitt giving up 5 inches to Sinan Juan. And now Ryu heads to the bench. Matt Dan checks back in. .12-point lead for the Canadians. China with the basketball on the baseline. In play, Juan open. Instead gives it up for Chu. Chu, free throw line J. Spins off the rim and Olajuwon clears. Olajuwon. He's been letting him fly. 0 for 8 from the field. Inside. Missed everything. Back the other way. Last touch by Dan. 24 in red. Abdulaziz Olajuwon, the son of NBA legend Hakeem. The son can shoot unlike his dad is what he says. Lets him fly from 3. But Hakeem and Abdulaziz share the defensive effort, down low especially. Abdulaziz struggling shooting the basketball today. 0 for 5 from distance, but we know he can light it up in a hurry. Top 100 recruit in the class of 2026. Offers from Cincinnati, Oklahoma State, TCU, Vanderbilt, and Virginia Tech. Two shots coming on the other end. Ao Fung to the line. Li Liu back into the game. 6'11" big man for China. Fung 1 for 2 at the line today to go along with 2 rebounds and an assist. No field goals yet in just over 6 minutes on the floor. First free throw from Fung. Good. Ao Fung, 6'9", 19-year-old for Xiaobing Chu and China. getting set for his second. Two for two to cut the lead back down to 10. Xiaoping Chu calling for a late substitution. Zhizhang Chen back onto the floor. Ao Feng, the shooter, to the bench. 46-36, Canadians with a 10-point lead. Oliogu, Charles. Circus shot from Oliogu, trying to get his own rebound, and he knocks it out of bounds. Exciting time for Canada in the basketball world with the NBA MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, also from Canada, a part of the Oklahoma City Thunder, winning the NBA Finals. On the other side, Thunder took down the Pacers in 7 games. Indiana features Andrew Nembhard from the Canadian senior national team. Those three played in the Olympics with Canada. Left-handed floater off the glass won't go for Yang. Transition three is good. No hesitation to pull the trigger. Spencer Aarons with his third three. He's into double figures with 11 points. Efficiency from Spencer Aarons in this one. 9 minutes on the floor. 4 for 5 from the field and 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. 13-point lead. This is Aarons again. This time back to Pitt. Jayon Pitt finger roll. Rolls off the rim, but 2 shots coming for Jayon Pitt. Pitt wanted that one. With a chance to get the 2 points at the stripe instead. Pitt already with 10 points. $18 turnovers for China compared to Canada's 9. As Pitt goes 1 for 2 to put the Canadians up by 14. Canada has turned those 18 turnovers into 14 points. China with just 6 points off turnovers. So really a big part of this game has been the Canadian defense. China really not too many errors that have not been forced by Canada. Just hounding defense around the perimeter and inside from the Canadians. Chen to the elbow. Chung on the attack. The help defense comes over and a foul against Aarons. Correction, they'll get Matt Dan with that whistle. His second. Boyuan Chung at the line. Makes the first. Part of the All-Star 5 at last year's U18 Asia Cup, where he averaged 17.2 points per game. He also suited up in the U17 World Cup and was 8th with 17.1 points in that tournament. A creative offensive player. On the other end, Charles misfires. Shui with the rebound. This is Chung again. Left wing three, splashes in. First three for Boyuan Chung. He's up to 10 points. The answer won't go for Nanny. Offensive rebound. Another attempt and one. Persistence on the glass pays off. Ifosa Oliogu with a chance at a three-point play. Seems like every time China has gone on a little spurt, Canada has an answer. A lot of those answers from Ifosa Oliogu leading the way with 12 points. Oliogu's free throw is good. He's now 7 for 7 at the line. Lead back up to 13. Oliogu has struggled from the field, just 3 for 12, but forcing a lot of contact, drawing those fouls. He's got 7 freebies at the stripe. Tough shot goes. That's a 2. Chung once again. Charles handles. Oliogu, trouble with the pass, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Chui, it'll stay with Canada. Canada calls a timeout. They lead 53-42. 3:48 to go in the third.
For every fan in the stands, for every player on the court, every dunk, every block, for every moment, there's a legacy to be left behind. It all starts here.
Canada leads 53-42 with 3:48 to go in the third quarter. They have the basketball as Jordan Charles gets set for the inbound on the sideline. Fire inside, what a feed, and a foul against Boyuan Chung. Great pass from deep on the left wing. 2 shots for Onyx Nanny. Third personal against Boyuan Chung. So look out, one of the top players in some foul trouble for China. First free throw from Nanny is good. (56-42), the Canadians with the lead. Inside, Wan waits, patient, and it rolls in. Sinan Wan taking his time down low. First field goal for Sinan Wan. Oliogu to Charles. Charles with speed, rejected by Wan. Hit ahead, knocked out of bounds. Become a FIBA U19 member now. Unlock exclusive content, enjoy members-only videos and photos, access our dedicated Discord server, and get more exciting perks. Pick one of our rookie, starter, or MVP tiers and be a part of our growing community today. Every U19 World Cup game streamed live on the FIBA basketball channel right here on YouTube. 56-44 Canada in the first game of Group B play. Offensive rebound from Wong, but he turns it over. Oliogu Euro step, but he traveled. A reminder to take to social media for all highlights. Hashtag FIBA U19. in the third quarter, and China has come all the way back from down 15 at one point to make it a 6-point game. Excitement in the FIBA U19 World Cup. "8-0 run finally put to an end. Spencer Aarons with another bucket, 58-50. Zhizheng Chen just made that last three before the timeout. Young slices in off the glass, can't spin it. Here comes Aarons. Aarons forcing his way into the paint, and he gets fouled. 58.1 to go in the third quarter. Slovenia with a 38-31 lead over Germany. That's the other game going on right now in Group B. Germany came in as one of the top threats to take down the top team, US. Three doesn't go for Beckford. Meyer on the follow, won't go. Extra feed and throwdown for Maxime Meyer. 10-point lead for the Canadians. The United States coming off a 4th place finish at this event 2 years ago. Door has been open for other teams. The world has really caught up when it comes to basketball. You look at Canada in the Olympics, had an incredible roster. Meyer grabs that rebound up ahead, and Canada turns it right back over. Germany has become a threat after their World Cup win to knock off the United States. France, Serbia, you name it. You look at teams all across the world with all sorts of NBA talent. So many new paths for players. They don't have to come to the United States. Like Canada, for example, a lot of players used to only come to the U.S. to play their high school basketball. Now you have prep schools all over in Canada. Ifosa Oliogu, for example, came to the United States at Overtime Elite, then went back to Canada, and now will join the Division I ranks. Sinan Wan gives it up. Last second of the third quarter, spun in by Boyuan Chung. Boyuan Chung with the left hand, and that will do it for quarter number 3. China makes it an 8-point game. 10 minutes to go. Got any bold predictions for us? Play the U19 World Cup Game Predictor on the official U19 FIBA website for a chance to win great prizes throughout the tournament. Over 90% of fans predicted Canada would take this game home. It's 60-52. The Canadians have the lead after 3 quarters. We're set for the final 10 minutes from Lausanne, Switzerland. China handles, and a quick 3 is good. Look out! Boyuan Chung is heating up for China. 5-point game to start the 4th. The answer will not go for Aarons. Boyuan Chung now with 14 points. Make it 17 after that 3. 2 for 5 from distance. Another. That one too strong. Kept alive. And a foul. On the attack, Qingchuan Chui draws the contact, will go to the line, can make it a 1-possession game with 9:19 to go. Chui has been on the floor for just over 14 minutes, looking for his first points here. First free throw, no good. Chui has 4 rebounds. 0 for 1 from the field, now 0 for 1 from the line as well. Second one left short, rolls off the rim. 0 for 2 trip to the line for Qingchuan Chui. 60-55 Canada. Niora. Pitt being hounded, taken away. Chui gives it up, lay in, no good. Chung fighting for it. That was Chung Chu that missed the lay-in. Boyuan Zhang, a little slow to get up. Canada led by 15 at one point. China back within 5 with 8:53 to play in regulation. Chu to inbound from the baseline. Wong against Meyer. Wong turns. No. And Meyer clears. Niora, full head of steam to the basket. Rebound by Wong. Thought about it. Chen, extra pass. Chung, good! Boyuan Chung makes it a 2-point game. 20 points for Chung. Niora has it poked away. To the basket, kick. Chen, 3, no. Aarons the other way. Aarons fouled. Stepping in and committing the foul, Zhizhang Chen. Second personal against Chen. Chen with 3 steals today. Just stepped in and contact on that one. A 3. Short. That was Niora with the attempt. Niora, same spot. This time, too strong. Tapped around, Pitt controls. Baseline attack. Meyer, the follow flush. Maxime Meyer puts Canada back up 4. 62-58, 7:37 to go. Timeout China. After the timeout, the Maxime Meyer big flush, and here he comes again. Meyer to the rim. Two-handed rim rattler. It's a 6-point lead. A pair of jams for Maxime Meyer. 64-58. 8 points, 9 rebounds for Meyer now. Fung to inbound. Chung has had the hot hand in the second half. Screen from Juan. Chung steps into it, rejected by Pitt. Niora, transition to the rim. Doesn't go with the left. Another attempt. Niora staying with it. Beckford cleans it up and lays it in. Second field goal for Tristan Beckford. It's 66-58 Canada now. Beckford has been quiet. 13.7 rebounds a game in last year's U18 AmeriCup. Canada with a bronze medal there to qualify. Fung, nice floater. On the attack, rejected by Juan. Meyer cleans it up, he's into double figures. Right place at the right time. That was the 8th block for Sinan Juan. But Canada leads it by 8. Maxime Meyer now 5 of 10 from the field. It's a double-double, 10 points, 11 boards for the big man. Jayon Pitt commits the foul. 5:47 to play. Juan gets it off the inbound. Finds his point guard, Chu. Chu, free throw line, Jay. Another foul against Zhizhang Chen. Number 3 against Chen. 68-60 Canada. Trying to close out their first win of the U19 World Cup. Niora spins, knocked away by Chu. Second steal from Chung Chu. Give it up, extra pass. To the corner, wide open, yes! Zhizhang Chen with the triple, 5-point game. Beckford lost it, but a foul. A late whistle. This might go against Chen. If it is, that's his 4th. It is Zhizhang Chen, that's his 4th. He goes to the bench. You are only allowed 5 personal fouls in FIBA play. Niora, jab to the rim, give up, block. Sent back by Ao Fung. Tenth block as a team for China. Sinan Juan with 8 of them. Boyuan Chung leans in, can't connect. Charles surveys. Charles kicks. Left wing triple. Off the mark. Hong-To Wong with the rebound. Wan takes it to the post. Defended by Dan. Wan can't get it with the left hand, and Matt Dan with the rebound. Charles races. Finger roll off the rim. Chung getting inside, contact, and a foul. Boyuan Chung has entered takeover mode for China. He's got 20 on 8 of 15 shooting to go along with 4 rebounds and 3 steals. The first from Chung is short. Boyuan Chung is a three-point threat with a lot of creativity with the basketball. 0 for 2 on that trip. Beckford, attack. Reverse layup doesn't drop. Second effort, Pitt lays it in. Jayon Pitt extends the Canada lead to 7. Chen the other way. Chu finds Chung off the screen. 5 to shoot. Chung dances. Chung, a 3. Way off. Charles pulls it down. Under 3 to go. Jordan Charles to the basket. Stuffed by Fung. Ao Fung says no. Energy from the China bench. 2:50 remaining. Jayon Pitt takes a seat. Spencer Aaron's back on the floor. Canada fans nervously looking on. A 7-point lead and a turnover. Chen lays it in. (16) for Zhizheng Chen. Beckford off the screen. Beckford might have gotten away with a step. Missed the layup. Wan fights for it and takes away the board. Sinan Wan doing it himself. Now we'll look for a guard and finds Chu. Chu, up top, Fung. Step back. Chung, leaner, blocked. 2 to play from Switzerland. Aarons dishes inside. Beckford gets fouled. That's against Sinan Wan, just his second. Roman Diaz talking things over with the coaching staff, trying to close out this game and take a 1-0 record on the first day of the FIBA U19 World Cup. First one good for Tristan Beckford. China tomorrow gets Germany before a day off, and then they'll play Slovenia. And Canada will have it the other way around. Slovenia tomorrow, Germany on Tuesday. Beckford goes 2 for 2 to make it a 7-point game. China calls a timeout with 1:54 remaining. after the China timeout and a turnover. Loose on the floor. China stays with it. Shot clock never reset. And they will say Canada never had possession, so it is a shot clock violation. China thought Canada had obtained a full possession of the ball, but they did not. So a shot clock violation. A lot of these players, especially for Canada, whether it's prep school in Canada or the United States, play either with no shot clock or a 30-second shot clock in most cases. So 6 seconds shorter than what they may be used to. Aarons. Inside. Aarons through contact. Nice box out and rebound by Boyuan Chung. All the way up the floor and a turnover looking for Chen. With 1:24 to play, Canada could put the dagger into China. Charles, screen from Meyer. Swing it. On the baseline. Top of the key, 6 to shoot, Oliogu. Spins. Oliogu rises, couldn't flush it. Did it hit the rim? Shot clock violation called as the buzzer sounds. They may take another look at this to see if it hit the rim. It did, in fact, hit the rim, so Canada gets the basketball. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 59.9 on the game clock. Canada gets the offense set. 10 to shoot, Niora to inbound. Goes up high for Meyer. Inside, laid it in. 9-point lead for the Canadians. Full court pressure being applied. Chu gets fouled. Ifosa Oliogu on the other side, making it 74-65, a big bucket. He's got 15 points. First from Chu is pure. .46 ticks remaining. And Chu goes 2 for 2. Lead back down to 7 for Canada. A pair of substitutions come in on the Chinese side. Full court press the other way now from Xiaobing Chu and his team. Will China start fouling? Charles drives, lob it up, Meyer throws it down! Charles to Meyer, an emphatic 2. It's a 9-point lead. Timeout China with 35.6 to play. A late game flush for Maxime Meyer makes it 76-67, 35.6 to go. Getting late for China. The comeback effort. They were down 15 at one point. A three, no. Second effort blocked by Meyer. Still loose. Meyer cleans it up. Maxime Meyer has come up huge for Canada down the stretch. Another alley-oop. Another jam. The dagger. Canada goes up 11 off the flush from Beckford. Chu a three. Splashes in. Maxime Meyer has 12 and 12 for Canada. Tristan Beckford, after that hammer, 8 points and 6 rebounds, 0 in red. 8.9 to go. It's an 8-point lead for Canada. We'll see if China intentionally fouls here. Full court press. Guarding the inbounder is Huafei Chung. Canada able to get it in, and there's the foul. Just 0.6 off the clock, 8.3. And Oliogu goes to the stripe. If you're China, that's not the guy you want to be fouling. Ifosa Oliogu, 7 for 7 at the foul line today. Oliogu connects on the first. Second from Oliogu. He's 9 for 9 at the line. Canada leads by 10. Juan gets inside, lays it in. And that will do it. The final, Canada 80, China 72. The Canadians go to 1-0 in the 2025 FIBA U19 World Cup. China with an impressive comeback, but they fall to 0-1. Canada closes it out. The first game of Group B play from Switzerland is in the books. We will see you next time on the FIBA Basketball Channel. Thanks for tuning in.